Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the significance and importance of reading comprehension. Here we may quote that stimulation studies have shown that staying mentally stimulated can show the progress of a person, and even it can reduce Alzheimer's or dementia, since keeping your brain active and engaged prevents it from losing your brain power. Just like any other muscle in the body, the brain also requires exercise to keep it strong and healthy. So the phrase use it or lose it is particularly appropriate when it comes to your mind. Many things you can do, such as doing puzzles, playing games, chess, and many other brain exercises are helpful with cognitive stimulation. They can also reduce stress no matter how you have at work, in your personal relationship, or countless other issues may have appeared in your life. Still, you may feel relaxed once if you read anything that is productive. Any story, a well written novel, can transport you to other realm, while an engaging article will distract you and keep you in the present moment as well. So letting tension drain away and allowing you to relax is the real keynote that we may be knowing about today. Knowledge is everything you read is filled in your mind, in your brain, your head, with new bits of information each and every time you fill your brain. And you never know when it might come in return when you really need them in your real life. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you may feel once if you have to face any sort of challenges in your life. You will definitely realize what is the importance and significance of reading comprehension that you may have received once if you had developed the habit of reading comprehension. But if you have developed the habit of reading, there are some strategies, some solutions, some techniques that you need to keep in mind once if you wish to develop the habit of reading comprehension. Because you can decide as per your own requirement that how much time you are going to give for reading, and what are you going to read, and what will be the perfect manner as per your own choice. Still, you need to know the expert advice regarding and some techniques, some solutions, some remedies which will help you out in seeking interest in reading comprehension. Reading is really a good habit, and it improves many other skills that you wish to infuse in your day-to-day life. How to improve your reading comprehension? You need to deliberately plan it, and accordingly you can proceed further along with some tricky strategies that you may know today. Reading comprehension can be time consuming, energy sapping, and information intensive also. On the other hand, the reward that you may receive may be fascinating, and if you grasp a passage well, you should be able to get most question in a single passage correct. And this means you gain quite a few marks by solving one set of questions at the best of your times. So reading comprehension is a strategy, and it has to be planned, and the strategy has to be planned. The passage analysis, visualizing the idea, vocabulary research, identifying the topic, interpreting the facts, sequencing the event, and perspective specific questions are to be taken care of. Negative conjugation, qualifiers, these are all the things that are to be taken care of once if you are willing to enhance your reading communication, reading comprehension skills. Some strategies for solving reading comprehension is that you need to be accurate, precise, and how can you be like that? Solving reading comprehension and being accurate in this area actually resolves around the approach you adopt for this topic. How and in what way you are approaching towards the reading passage which you have not seen earlier. How do you cope with such a challenge? Actually, that becomes important and significant. You need to keep a number of things in your mind and ensure that you do not fall into the common pitfalls with regards to the approach you should take towards reading comprehension. Once, if you are reading, then you need to adopt all the following points. You need to keep all the following points deliberately in your mind. First of all, do not spend much time on the reading comprehension that you cannot comprehend at first. If you are taking a topic which is so tricky in the beginning of your reading interest, then you may find that you are struggling, and along with that, these types of passages, if by any chance they appear in front of you in any sort of exam, then you need to make sure that you have patience to avoid such passages. Focus on the ones that you can manage very easily. And if by any chance you are developing the habit of reading, in that case, you need to read those paragraphs that are really interesting. You can handle them. You can afford the vocabulary and even the writing portion. Then only you can proceed with interest with those unseen passages. Do not read the passage at first. Then what should we do? Always go through the questions first of all and find some keywords to those questions. Hold those keywords in your brain. Proceed further to the passage and just find a matching answer to those keywords from the passage. This should be the strategy. If by any chance somewhere you feel like confused, somewhere you feel that you're confused whether the answer is positive, negative, or even if you are confused between the options, then you need to reread that particular portion again and again so that you can come to the deduction that whatever you have read and whatever the message you have received, analyze it properly and later on come to the conclusion. So for that, you need to make predictions. You have to summarize, visualize, infer each and everything in detail. And by adopting all these strategies, you may find that now you have become comfortable and you can read the passages thoroughly. Do not overemphasize on vocabulary skills while you are reading a passage. Then what can we do? How can we build a strong vocabulary? Because building a vocabulary is great, but still, if once we are reading a passage, at the same time, we may not move to those vocabulary words which we are not at all aware. So do not put yourself under stress in that case. When you are reading the passage, make sure that you understand the gist of the passage and do not get stuck with those hard, tricky words. But prior to that or after reading the passage, you can read certain, you can build or enhance the vocabulary pertaining to that particular topic. Such as you can see here, if we are reading a passage about restaurant, we need to know all these words that are associated with that restaurant. Customer, cook, kitchen, dining room, places, verbs, hungry, slowly, quickly, eat, and even some more things such as glass, spoon, fork, knife, table, chair, the very common ordinary words. Drink, thirsty, slowly, quickly, beverages, and many other words that are associated with this particular word, that is restaurant. So in the same way, you can enhance or build certain vocabulary. You can know about certain vocabulary words which are associated with that particular topic on which you are reading a unseen passage. But do not spend time on reading comprehension that you cannot comprehend at the first. If you cannot understand in the beginning, please don't waste your time. You can move on to some other passages, because if you will find some more passages that are interesting and are of your own choice, you'll definitely build and develop some strategies, some skills, so that you can solve those reading passages easily. Do not overemphasize the trivialities, because if you are concentrating too much on those trivial things, then you may not be able to get the gist, the meaning, the precise meaning of that particular message, and even the motto of the author for which he has written the passage. Comprehending the overall flow and structure will help you analyze and answer the questions. And you should not be obsessed enough with examples, illustrations, and many other things that you may see first time in the unseen passage. Do not memorize every word that is present in the passage. Rather, you can take interest, you can read it for the sake of fun, and later on you can learn some vocabulary words that you may not have understood. You can keep a notebook along with while you are reading a passage, and you can write down those words. Later on you can see the meanings to those words. Do not memorize, but prepare and improvise. That is only the expectation from you. For factual or specific point questions, you can always reread the passage. That is really essential requirement from a reader. Do not think the correct option would come from outside the passage. Sometimes we assume that as we are not finding the answer, that means the answer is not at all present in the passage. It is out of the passage, and we may misguide ourselves and we may not concentrate on finding the correct solution for that question. So always have faith, find the option which is the correct one for that particular question, because answers are always available in the passage. So never think that answer is not here. So now how can I do this? You need to see, you need to check it minutely. Only then you can receive the answers from the passage. Do not rely on the trigger words only. What are trigger words? Sometimes you might feel like trapped in the web of trigger words. If you do not read attentively through the passage, you may find that you are not getting the focus on one point for the quite a bit of sentence, and then change it towards the end with the trigger words like but, however. If you are not reading it minutely, you may see that author must have shifted his interest or the idea to another one by using some trigger words such as but, however, and many other words. So this will usually confuse a reader who skim through the passage or rush through in haste. Although you may have the habit of rushing through or skimming a passage, yet you need to see those trigger words. They are really very tricky and dangerous. You need to see them and just reread the lines that are below or above these words, or these words if they are connecting any sentences, you need to reread again and again so that you can find the real motive of the author for which he has written any or he has delivered any idea. It is really essential to prepare notes once if you are reading for the sake of fun, for the sake of interest, for the sake of enhancement, for the sake of knowledge, for the sake of building your vocabulary, or any other motive can be there behind your reading. But still, if you are keeping notes with you, that is a very good habit. You should list, you should prepare the notes. If there is any question arising within your mind at that time, you can write them. Instantly, you may not go on Google and search them. Otherwise, you can write them. You can prepare certain notes, certain information, some tricky words, some informative vocabulary words can also be enlisted over there. While reading obscure abstract text, make sure you make some quick notes for ready reference. So as soon as you see the questions again and again, if you are not getting the solution, you have notes, you can come upon the answers. So you can write the general flow, structure, paragraph wise flow, and even the important notes. So always you need to remember that you do not have to make really long notes. Just make a very quick note of important markers or points in the passage. Try to preempt questions. What is this? This is a really difficult skill, but still you need to acquire it. But if you cannot master this, you will surely be the king. You will surely be the king of reading comprehension. So if you wish to become the king of reading comprehension, you cannot do that within a day. You need to imbibe this habit within yourself throughout your life. While reading the passage, just try to identify the possible questions that could be asked to you and which part of the passage seem the most likely candidates for the question setting. You should be inquisitive enough, you should be smart enough just to find out the solutions for that particular for those particular questions. Opening and closing paragraphs require extra focus. You need to put extra focus on closing and opening paragraphs. Questions such as the main idea questions are based on the overall subject of the passage. And majority of the time, the answer of this question type lies in the first line and last paragraph of the passage. So, you should read the first paragraph and the last paragraph thoroughly. Ensure you derive the maximum possible information from these paragraphs. Constantly question yourself while reading the passage. This is really necessary. Once if you are inquisitive, you will definitely find that you are receiving all the solutions that you may wish to receive. In order to maintain your concentration while reading, just you have to make sure that some basic questions keep playing into your mind, into your brain. What is the author's main point? Why is the author writing this? How has the author chosen to convey his main point? How has the author organized his material? For what is the purpose of writing this passage? If you are well aware, if you are asking all these questions to yourself, definitely you'll enhance and develop reading skills. At last, you need to focus. There are the basic points that should be kept in mind while reading or approaching to a reading comprehension. These would improve your focus, increase your grasp of the subject matter and deliver greater understanding. So if you wish to become the king of reading comprehension, you need to be more focused and you have to increase the grasp over the reading subject matter, enhance your vocabulary, knowledge of vocabulary words, and even read more. So if there is unseen passage in front of you, it is not a big deal now. If you are following all these strategies that we have discussed today, If you are following all these strategies that we have discussed today, definitely you'll become more confident once if you wish to read any reading comprehension.